Welcome to this new update video. As you might already have seen, World Update number 3 has been released, and it adds astonishing views of multiple cities within the UK, and of course it also contains some fixes, as you can see here. So I can't wait to really look into it. So as you can see, the update is 23 gigabytes big, so let's hit update. I will stop recording for now once I've read the release notes, or once we went together to the release notes, and then we will of course have a look at the update. So it looks like that they Asobo guys fixed on several performance and stability issues, right? They fixed an issue with little nav hub in Bootstrap. Must be honest that I didn't experience this issue. So they fixed several world issues with the water mask has been updated, and also the artifacts appearing on cliffs, and some noise issue affecting clouds has been fixed. Several fixes for the virtual reality part. Unfortunately, I don't have a virtual reality glasses, so I can't test it, but it must be, I would say, a great experience. Looking at the planes, there are several fixes being done. So speed calculation bugs in the bi-propeller engines. There's some virtual speed knob turn not working in the A320neo. Not sure if you're being affected if you're using the A320 Annex add-on. And there's an improved flap systems of the aircraft, so that the aircraft designers can now move the wing surface position and chamber or camber, with each flap system at each flap level. Not sure if we'll see that soon being used by vendors who are developing third-party, I would say, aircrafts. Navigation, latest RAC cycle has been integrated. It's now available, so that's good. So there's some new waypoints, probably some updates. Some fixes for some joysticks and some, as it looks like, a specific one, the Thrustmaster TCA quadrant engine. Dev mode contains some updates, and also the scenery editor and the aircraft editor, and at last the security. There was a security vulnerability found in the WASM layer, which is now being fixed. Always good to see security fixes being picked up pretty fast. And there's a SimConnect, which fixed the load save issue with the SimConnect flight mode. So as you can see, a lot of updates, a lot of new content. You can see it's also here updating some of the basic airports like Frankfurt. So I will pause the recording for now, and we will continue recording once the installation has finished. And we're back. So after, I would say, some time, it has downloaded all the stuff. At least that's what you think. Because there's one step which you still need to do, and that's downloading the World Update number 3. So World Update number 3 can be found in the marketplace, and you will find it of course here highlighted. You need to select it, and then you can have an option, or you do have the option here to download and buy, because it's free. You don't have to, it doesn't cost you any money, right? And it's another, I think it was 4 or 5 gig of data which needs to be downloaded. If you don't do it, you don't have, I would say, all the scenery add-ons which are part of World Update number 3. Another thing to validate is the settings. Also, after you install the update, in some cases the display mode has not been set anymore to full screen but to windowed. If that's the case, then you need to fix it. Also make sure that you are looking at all the settings within the graphics section, because in some scenarios they will be reverted. I've been in 2 of them. And that also brings me to the data section, and especially the data connection setting, where it also sometimes is reverting the values back to default, where for example the photogrammetry mode is disabled and the Bing data is disabled. If you want to have the, I would say, the best experience, it's recommended to switch on those settings. Keep in mind that these settings will have an impact on the data usage of Flight Simulator. So now have a look at what's new. The first thing which is new, which is, I would say, pretty visible, is the rest ray to Papa West Ray, which is using the Beechcraft Bonanza airplane. So the flight is not that long, so to be honest, a little bit disappointed about the flight which is being added to Flight Simulator, because in the previous update, like World Update number 2, there was a longer flight from New York to Washington, if I'm correct, and this one is only 2 miles and 10 minutes. But maybe it's cool. We'll have a look at it later on in a new video, so keep an eye on my channel. Then the next thing which is new are the landing challenges. You might think, hey, there are 2, but actually there's only 1, which is in the strong wind section, and it's the Outscaries challenge. I checked the other section and there was no new one in, but as you can see, this one, I didn't spot it initially, is also new. It's a Southampton one. So there are 2 new landing challenges, although the famous one also still shows new, which is still the Japan one, which is from World Update number 1. Do we have some other stuff? Well, I checked the boost trips, but there's nothing much in there. So I think the boost trip Asobo is referring to is the boost trip in the main section. So that's all, I would say, nice. If we would go to the world map, you can see that there are a lot of exclamation marks now. That's due to World Update number 3. So there have been some scenery additions, like Rock of Castle, the Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy Bridge, the Blaney Castle, and then when we have a look at the UK, there's the Humber Bridge, several other bridges. When we zoom in a bit here, so that looks like that they updated Liverpool, Manchester, Old Trafford is now also part of the maps. So some nice additions, and we will have a look at those, I would say, additional things like the upgrade of the sceneries for certain cities in a new video. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic going on, right? So it looks like that some people are already trying to see, okay, hey, what's being changed in a Flight Simulator, especially above London. It's pretty dense. The other cities like Cambridge, I don't see it yet, so let me have a look. Cambridge. Wow, should select the correct game, Cambridge, of course. Where is it? Where is it? It's not here. So let me remove all the filters and then search for it manually. So we hit go back, or we could have hit reset. That's also an option, right? And then we will go to the UK. Need to turn around the globe a bit. Let me make it lighter. Sometimes it's easier. Here it is. So you can see Liverpool, we just discussed it, the Iron Bridge, Villa Park, so it also looks like that they added a lot of soccer stadiums, Warwick Castle, Blenheim Palace, Oxford, and Oxford was one of one of the destinations or cities which has been expanded. Cambridge was also part of them. So I'm really bad at geography, to be honest. Oh, here it is. And you can see also some updates have been there. So there are a lot of updates, as you can see, because there are a lot of exclamation marks. But that will be discussed or being shown in a new video, which I will post later today. So on initial, I would say, review, there's a lot of data which you need to download from the internet. So I hope you're not having a hard internet cap with your ISP, because then you're probably, I would say, over your limit already for this month. Because for me, using the Ultimate Edition for Flight Simulator was roughly 30 gigs of data which I need to pull in. But let's see if it's, I would say, worth the money. I think so, but we will have a look at it pretty soon in some new videos. If you like this video, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then use the comment box below the video. And if you like to stay up to date about the new videos I'm posting, and I'm gonna post a lot of new videos the coming days, then subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.